Hey guys, welcome to the Just Todd Now shit with your host, SaunTai. Or Just Todd, whatever you want to call me. That's Just Todd Now. Not Just Todd, T-A-I, not T-H-I, like the food where we combine our minds with our hearts. See what our gut mind is saying? Connect all those three circles, let whatever come out, just come on out. Yes, I want to tie on Jay-Z and Jack Dorsy, who is one of the co-founders of Twitter, and them donating giving 500 Bitcoin, which at the time was equivalent to $23.6 million, and creating a B trust and putting out this thing on Twitter, because that's how they announced it for some reason. Oh yeah, because Jack Dorsey is Twitter. So he tagged Jay-Z in this thing. Let me get it up here for y'all. Okay. Oh, let's get this up here. There we go, right there. Sorry about that. Jay-Z, and let me read the tweet. It says, Jay-Z, Escar, and I are giving 500 BTC to a new endowment named B Trust to fund Bitcoin development, initially focused on teams in Africa and India. I'll set up a blind, irrevocable codable trust or cable trust, taking zero direction from us. We need three board members to start. And that irrevocable trust, that means that the terms and conditions cannot be changed on there unless the beneficiary or something like that signs off on it, so they can change the terms and stuff around. And if you click this link right here, you was able to sign up your proof of work and stuff like that if you want to be one of the people that's on the team. So it was wild how they just put it out there. It's not through a corporation. It's not some big secret about how the person that's going to have all this huge influence, or the people that's going to have all this huge influence over Africa and India, how they were found is they were found on Twitter. Just like the last president. So then, well, wait, that's later. I'm gonna get to that point. So what are your thoughts on this? What is your thoughts on this? Is this a good thing? Is this a terrible thing? Sound off in the comments below. Tie off in the comments below how you tie on this, because this is going to be revolutionary regardless. Because let's start with the terror. It's going to put a lot of people into new hands. It's going to give a lot of money into people that didn't have money before. You know, when people get money, sometimes they act a little funny, and corruption start coming up in ways that wasn't seen before, or just gangs and stuff, or things popping up in ways before that it wasn't. But you see how this can be flipped around as the bad as well, because where the decentralization of it comes into play is that the government cannot take their money. Whoever has these coins, they can't take it from them. Even if they wanted to, because in this other country where they seized these Bitcoins from drug dealers, like 60 million or something like that, they can't even access it because they don't have the passwords. So there's nothing that they can do with it. So it's worthless. It's completely worthless to them. So in Africa and in India, but I know a lot of people that's from Africa personally, and they have told me stories on how their family was broken up, split across different countries because the French government moved in, and they moved their family out of how they were living in the forest and stuff like that, established families, established whole communities, and they forced them to be into Christianity if they wanted their kids to continue schooling, and if they wanted a job and stuff, they had to move to the city because they made it like illegal and stuff for the things that they were doing. So it was punishable, and a lot of people were punished for these kind of things because they didn't have any means of income besides what the government was working with, and their government was working with the French government because it was overtaken by them. People were killed, and people are still being killed, boiled alive and everything. Literally, that's not a metaphor. I've heard the story. So with this going on, Bitcoin can bring about a new change in how people are going to be able to live their life. There were just the Nigerian government, a case in point. Nigerian government has said that they are not encouraged by Bitcoin, and they don't want it because of the reasons I said before, of people getting drugs, and drug dealers and stuff and running more rampant and everything. But yet nobody's saying anything against the people um that's doing things for the diamonds and for the silicone, coming taking all the minerals to build all the technology that we're enjoying every single day. That causes a lot of corruption, breaks apart families, and is literally robbing the wealth from the land and not repaying them what is really worth. Like people selling PlayStations 5, PS5s for double the price. RTX 380, the 3000 series for double the price. Yet where the technology, the minerals, the base material to create the technologies is coming from, they're literally being robbed from underneath their feet, the people that live there. So with Bitcoin, and it's still going up, I see that this is a new wave where they can have a say so and do things to probably mine the minerals themselves at some point, and then sell it back to the other to I was about to say the Mac boy, Microsoft boy, Tim Cook, all of them, Bill Gates, sell it back to them. Sell it back to them. That is something that can be a very positive thing out of this. Because Nigeria is scared of things like that, but just tie. So, wait, this is the wrong window right there. So this is what they're saying about in Nigeria. Yeah, it's almost impossible to control how it moves. Like any cryptocurrency, that's a huge part of its appeal, and that's also what makes it a threat. Bitcoin not available in Nigeria. Try again later is what this person is saying. And they're saying because of that. But as well, the Nigerian government was under a protest just last week. Nigeria protest. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah, here it goes. They were protesting, and the people that was funding the protest and stuff, the government shut off their money because they control the banks and they control their whole lifestyle after that. So they stopped their money in hopes of stopping the protests. So this was like kind of messed up because the people came about and was getting money from other places. But if they had Bitcoin and it wasn't controlled by the government at all, then the government wouldn't have been able to stop it. So what were they actually protesting about? Say police authorities in Lagos established the SARS in early 1990s to combat armed robberies in the city. SARS later became part of the Nigeria's national police strategy to fight armed criminals, but the unit then began operating without any form of accountability, critics claim, and regularly engaged in human rights violations against Nigerian citizens. Victims verified reports show SARS officers regularly engaged in extreme brutality, including extrajudicial killing, enforced disappearances, torture, armed extortion, and kidnapping. Complaints about the unit received little or no attention from political authorities. The same political authorities that cut off the money of the people that were talking against this, not trying, they were out there on the streets, and they cut off their money. The government has criminalized Nigeria's youth. Nigeria is a young country, and this is what the Washington Post wrote. This is what I'm reading from. More than half of its total population, about 200 million, is under 30. Since his 2015 election, President Muhammad Buhari has repeatedly described urban youth as lazy and unwilling to work, calling on them to find jobs in rural Nigerian agriculture. So he just want them to be plantation slaves. Niggas under 30 yo, fuck that. Young Nigerians, particularly those in urban area, are influenced by the knowledge economy and instead gravitate towards the opportunity that come with access to technology. And he I told y'all, if we can get the Bitcoin and stuff, they will be able to then sell the minerals and make their own technology. instead of just being raped. Young Nigerians have excelled in the tech industry, but this digital aspiration is also their undoing. Nigerian police often target young people who are carrying laptops, smartphones, or other gadgets, accusing them of being internet fraudsters. And you see how powerful the internet is, how powerful this new frontier that's already been in the work, that's making its way and changing people's way of living, even down to the way that they consider what money actually is. The psychedelic community, we always knew money ain't nothing. It's going to be what people making, and that it was always a group of people that controlled money. That's why we like, man, forget all the money. We make it appear as things that we need to do need to happen. So Bitcoin is a new way because something needs to happen. So it's so magical life is that now we're in this land of make-believe, as we always been in the Matrix. But younger Nigerians see ways to earn beyond oil. In the absence of, sorry, these lights are blinding me. I literally can't see the word. Intergenerational dialogue in Nigeria exacerbates the difference in attitude. Buhari's generation and older Nigerians remain fixated on Nigeria's oil and agriculture sectors. Oil wealth fuels silenticism in Nigeria, in which powerful, wealthy patrons trade resources for the loyalty of their clients. So that's the way it's been working for their parents. So they trying to pass it on. That's what happens in the human mind. But younger Nigerians see ways to earn money beyond oil. The tech and creative sectors require talent, not respectability. Not just you do what I tell you to do, and you're going to respect it because you're going to get a piece of the pie. But I'm going to create my own lane because I am me and I got talent and I recognize myself. I'm a self-sovereign being, which goes alongside of the Bitcoin. So decentralized is you could become your own bank. Young people who can create wealth on their own terms do not need powerful patrons like their parents. Yeah, I just said that. The disconnect between the sectary generation and older patron-driven Nigerians has become clear during the NSARS protests. As the protests took off, a network of tech activists rapidly set up a national online response system to provide food, emergency first aid, ambulance, legal aid, and support the hospital bills without resorting to any form of state patronage. And Nigerian is now like, fuck this. And to let y'all know, I did not see this article before I started this. Before, when I did a whole take and it got messed up, they know how spirit worked and it set it up, so I did it again and I went with it. And now I'm looking up, I had the thought to look up this article, and it's just tying along with everything, because everything ties, man. Just tie. Magic. But that's what's happening. And like I said before, people are going to be mad, and people probably still trying to come up with like ultra criminal gang groups, like Batman type, Gotham level, Joker type level stuff. But that's the brave new world. That's the brave new world that we're in, where we're going to have to be more accountable for our feelings and who we are, because with that comes knowing who we are. And when you take responsibility, that means you're actually going to be who you are. So if you see people out there fighting to be who they are, be whoever you are, then it's going to come with, sometimes you got to be the superhero and villains going to pop up. But then the true villains then are going to be revealed. The true people that have been robbing people for hundreds of years. Thousands of years, having the minds of people for thousands of years, having us all worked up in this system in the first place. So now the true eyes will be revealed. And things will tie on long, and we're going to go and write the next story. So with all of that, guys, we all tie, but do we really tie? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. I don't thank you for tying along with me and share this video. You know what to do on the YouTube. Like it. Like it. Just check out the Just Tie Now website. Got some awesome stores there, as well as check out the Tie Ventures of Tussle Bay on Amazon. The Sync is Real mixtape album on all your favorite streaming platforms by SaunTai. And you will have an awesome day. Take care.